Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So as previous slides I have discussed about the JDK, JVM and JRE, as well as also I have discussed about the public static void main and what is the difference between static variable as well as instance variable. So for today's topic I will cover types of variables in a Java. So if you are creating any class that contain the data member and member function, so data members can be any type. It may be primitive type, so primitive type like integer, long, float, character, booleans. So these are the primitive data types. So if you are creating a class like public class demo and inside that int id, so int is represent the primitives data types. Reference variable is referred to the object. So suppose if you are creating one class and you want to access the instance variable, so with the help of object you can access that particular data member and member function functionality. So like demo d equal to new demo, so demo is the object. Instance variable is also belongs to the classes. Okay, so it is a similar way of the primitive type. So suppose you have a one class demo and that contains some of the primitive data types: int id, string name and string department. So these are the instance variable. Static variable, so static variable is belongs to the class and value of the variable is not varied from object to object. So as previous slide I have discussed about the instance variable and static variable and provided the difference, because in instance variable without creating object we cannot access the instance variable, and static variable without creating any object with the help of class name we can access the functionality of the static variable. So with the help of static keyword I can use the I can use that variable. Okay, so static int id. Okay, so static int id is nothing but inside my class it is also treated as a data member, and in if in public static void main I will come, then demo d. So demo is a reference, so demo dot id, so I can get the default value of this static variable. Now we'll come to the local variable. So local variable I can create inside my main method, any of my method, inside my block, inside constructor. If I am creating any of the variable, that is treated as a local variable. So local variable, the span of the or visibility or life of the variable is within a block. Okay, if outside I am accessing the variable, then I am not able to access, because local variable scope is within a block or within a method. Okay, so this is a different type of variable I can declare in my Java class. Now we'll come to the sample class. So is if suppose you want to create one Java class and you can access the functionality. So right now there would be access modifier public you can put. So public is the visibility of the public modifier that can access anywhere. Okay, I will discuss later my next slide about public, private, protected and default type of access modifier in Java. Right now this is a sample class which I am mentioning. So this is a simple class student that contain static variable which with the help of static keyword. This is a static variable. A string student name is an instance variable. Public student, this is a zero argument constructor. So while creating an object of the student class, it is a directly invoke. Okay, you need not explicitly call the constructor inside the main method. Public it int get student id. So get student id is if you want to get the student detail or student id, then your method name is a student. So I can say this is a these are the data members and this is a member function. Member function should be any type, it can be setter, it can be getter, anything. Now we'll come to the public static void main. So this is an entry class of our Java. So execution is always start from public static void main. As earlier slides I have discussed explained about the public static void main. Okay. Now inside the public static void main, this is a student. A student is a student ID equal to new student. So this is a student, and inside student this is object of the uh, reference variable. So this is object, and inside that object you can create. So while creating object, it will access it will access the functionality. Okay, now we'll come to the local variable. So local variable will be, I can, as I explained about, local variable can be created to the inside my block, inside my method, or inside my reference variable. Okay, so this is the things of the is a simple Java classes. So local variable, before using the local variable, we have to first of all initialize the variable. But for the instance variable and static variable, if you want to access, then you can get the default value. Now we'll come to the prototype of the classes: instance variable, static block, non-static block, constructor, and object. Okay, so in earlier slide we have discussed about the class name. So this is my class, my private data members. So private instance variable, which is I am using the private keyword. Static instance variable is called static, with the help of static keyword I am accessing. For demo, this is my constructor of that class. Static block is, with the help of static keyword, I can create one static block, and while loading a class, it can be executed. Suppose you are not creating any object of the demo class. First of all, while you are running your Java program, at that time your class is loaded. At that time, this static block gets executed. Now we'll come to the non-static block. So non-static block will not start with any type of keyword. It is a simple block with the start with curly braces and ending with the curly braces. Okay, so once object is created before constructor execution, means suppose you have created object demo d equal to new demo. Okay, so at that time constructor will get called as I described. So before calling the constructor, this non-static block gets executed. So while loading the class, static blocks executed. While creating the object, non-static block can execute it, and then constructor will be executed. This is the sequence. Okay. Now we'll come to the local variable. So yeah, as I told you that before accessing, we have to initialize the local variable. So just I have initialized this local variable, and this is the sample object. So this is my simple Java class that contain sample function of my private data member, static instance variable, my constructor, my static block, my non-static block, my local variable, and my object. Okay, fine. Now we'll come to the next slide. What is it? If suppose in Java class you want to print something, your message xyz abc, or you want to perform some logic, so inside system.out.println you can also put it, you can put your logic, or you can print your message. Okay, suppose 2 plus 3 equal to 5. So you want to print this 5 as a result. So what you can do, you can put system.out.println 2 plus 3. Okay, so 5 you can get. So in Java, if you want to print something, then you have to write the message like system.out.println. Unlike in C and C++, there is a C out is there, C in there, like similar way of system.out.println in Java. So we'll explain about what is a system, what is a out, and what is a println. So system is a class and present in java.lang package. As I earlier slide I have explained about the java.lang package. So java.lang package is a default package which is extended by all of the Java classes. You need not externally add this package, or you need not externally add any of the classes of the lang package. It is a default added. Okay, so system is a class and it is a present in the lang package. Out, static variable present in the system class. So out is a variable which is a present in the system class. So system, with the help of, as I told you, static variable. Static variable means with the help of class name I can access the variable. So system is a class, out is a variable. Out is a static variable inside the system class. So system dot out. Okay. Now println. Println is a method present in a print stream class. So print stream is one of the class that contain my println method. So return type of println method would be print stream. Okay, so inside SOP you can print anything. Right now, I will explain about the sample of the sysout. So you can see the internal structure of the system.out.println. Class system is present in line package. Inside system class, static print stream out. So static print stream out is a variable present in the system class and it is a static variable. So system dot out. Now println. So println is a println would be defined in the print stream. Its return type would be print stream. So println dot print stream. In this point you can understand println is a method present in the print stream class. Now hopefully guys you understood about the system.out.println. So if you like the video then please like, share and subscribe. So I will put some more videos. Thank you.